Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is literally sunset. It's so pretty, you guys, like I can't even tell you. Just got back from Pilates, I had a shower and then I put oil in my hair. I'll wash my hair tonight, so I'm gonna have another shower so my hair is full of oil. I just thought I'd let you guys know that I've oiled my hair. For this video, we are discussing why I protect my peace now. I've got a whole list of bullet points, as I always have, but everything comes back to kind of why I protect my peace now. I feel like I've had how would I describe my life? If I look at it from a kind of perspective of why I protect my peace now, I would say the right word would be hectic. If I look at it as the glass half empty, which I don't like to, you know me by now, I don't like to. However, I guess because I've had hectic situations or things that have gone wrong, or just things that have just been hectic, I guess, let's just say hectic, I do now protect my peace, and that is something that's huge for me now. So yeah, I feel like if you've had some ups and downs in life, at times you've been dealt a difficult hand sometimes, then I guess this video could be for you. So the video is basically about why I protect my peace now, and kind of tips of how you can also protect your peace if that's something that you're looking to do. First thing I've got is protecting my energy has become non-negotiable. The way I look at my energy is a bucket of a liquid, so say water, and I feel like the less you protect it, the more holes kind of get pierced in the bucket, and then the energy spills out, and then you have less energy to put into yourself and to manifest and to create what you want to create with your life and with your energy in this lifetime. So I think protecting it is so important, because the more energy you have, the more you can create, the more that you can actually then give, and the more you can give to yourself and those around you. So protecting your energy is a huge thing. I put protecting my energy at the top of my list. When it comes to anything, I am extremely kind to myself. I do not put myself in compromising situations anymore. I am really vigorous on kind of my approach to people, meeting new people who I kind of let in. I don't restrict myself. I don't have crazy boundaries that I don't get to experience people or have experiences. However, I am really careful with how I kind of allow people and situations to kind of project their own issues onto me. I'm very protective of myself. So yeah, protecting my energy has definitely become a non-negotiable. I've got here as my first point, realizing not everyone deserves access to you. I feel like this is something that I've really had to come to terms with. I used to think the world was sunshine and rainbows and everybody was as nice as me and everybody's really sweet and everyone has good intentions. When you know you have a good heart, you can kind of be a little bit naive to what other people might be like, because you've got to remember not everyone comes from the same situation, the same background, the same circumstances as you. So it's not necessarily that that person's bad and you're good. It might just mean that that person's hurt, or they're not in a good space, or they kind of have some deeper issues or darker issues, or maybe not the right skill set to deal with them. So you almost have to be a bit careful with who you give access to your energy to. I realize that not everyone's necessarily deserving of it. Also, I don't want to sugarcoat it, because some people do actually go out of their way just to create chaos for no reason. And there are, unfortunately, people like that will just go through life because they're quite unhappy and miserable. They'll just lash out and try and bring everyone down to their level. So it is really important to make sure that you don't give your energy to everyone and you're not accessible to everyone. I feel like another thing that helps me protect my energy is just remembering that it's completely normal to outgrow people, places and situations that drain you. There is a big emphasis these days on I'm getting drained, and this whole draining culture and cutting people off. It's not about cutting off the whole world until you end up just in one room by yourself, or just you and your partner, or you and your one friend. You are supposed to go out and like I said, have experiences and experience people and situations and all this stuff to have a full life experience, which is amazing. However, if you know that you are outgrowing certain people, then yeah, that's totally fine to kind of move away from those people or those situations or whatever, kind of protect your peace a little bit. And yeah, I would say that's definitely something to watch out for. I've also got choosing silence over unnecessary explanations, and this is coming from somebody that was an over explainer. I used to just feel so bad to say no or walk away or kind of express to somebody that I feel uncomfortable, that I would just over explain it so much to make the other person feel comfortable, but actually that can be quite draining. So I've stopped over explaining, and if I just don't feel comfortable, then I don't feel comfortable. Sometimes I just don't feel like it needs a follow-up. It's okay to just be like, this situation or this person isn't for me. It's okay to like give it a go a couple of times, whether it be like a new friendship or even a new relationship or dating or whatever. It's okay to like try it out a couple of times and see how that goes, and then if it's really not working and it's not for you, then that's totally fine. Like, it's totally fine to just be like, okay, this isn't working for me, and to kind of walk away without really having to explain yourself. And that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be it forever. There could be another time where that person has grown, or you know, they've adapted more, or they've done work, because people ultimately are supposed to change a lot in this lifetime. So people do change, I think, and it might just be that that friend or that relationship or whatever just isn't working for now, and you know, you've kind of like grown apart a little bit, just to put a break on it for now. And we're all mature adults. We've all got so many things on our list of things to do in the day that sometimes like you don't need to like add extra drama on, and it's fine to just accept that sometimes it's just not that phase of your life that you're in with that person, and that's okay. Yeah, and then I think that nicely goes into saying no without guilt. I feel like that speaks for itself. I think it's a huge thing to learn to just say no, and it's so tough. It's such a tough pill to swallow, because you feel like such a bad person by saying no, because it's like, oh god, they're gonna think this, they're gonna think that, oh my god, they must think I'm like this, it's like you could come up with so many things in your head. But actually sometimes it's okay to just be like, no, and that's it. Do you want to come out? No. Do you feel like going on a date? No. Like, it's okay to just, you don't have to like go into like why you don't. Sometimes it's okay to just honor the fact that you don't want to, and that's totally fine. Understanding that peace is more valuable than being liked, 100%. I feel like me liking myself and respecting myself and knowing that I'm a good person means so much more to me than anyone else liking me. I would rather the whole world not like me and I like myself. At least me feel comfortable in the decisions that I'm making and be like, actually, I didn't want to do that, than me just constantly overextending myself. And yeah, in the end of my lifetime, being liked by everyone, but actually being completely drained. Like, that for me is not something that I'm interested in. So I think your peace should always be your priority. Who cares what people think of you, as long as you think well of yourself? And honestly, constantly needing the validation and the reassurance and for people to want to like you is like constantly throughout the day just doing backflips, and it could be so exhausting. Like, why would you care for people to like you or be happy with your decision? As long as you're happy with your decision and you like yourself, your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship in the whole world. And then I've got protecting my mental health over people pleasing. Definitely, it's so important. Being more intentional with who I spend my time with. I feel like with me personally, I get kind of like an intuitive hit of if I'm going to get on with this person or not, and then I know what level to kind of be close to them or not be close to them. Because if you kind of know that this isn't your kind of person, it's like beating a dead horse, and then you just know that ultimately it's probably not going to be much of a friendship or not much of a relationship or anything. So I think just be really intentional with who you spend your time with. Be in situations and put yourself in situations where you flourish and like you are celebrated, you enjoy yourselves. Like, I hang out with certain friends and I honestly like laugh so much. I find them so funny. I know that it's just we're all kids as soon as we get together, and it's just stupidity and like fun. My nervous system's regulated going into that situation, and I know that actually on the other side of that encounter I'm going to come out feeling better, or my vibration's going to be higher because I would have had so much fun. And you know, don't put yourself in situations where you're constantly overthinking or things like that. You should, or you're just being like told you're doing this wrong or that wrong. You should just be able to have fun with the people that you're with. So I feel like being more intentional with who you spend time with is huge. Just be around people that are on your wavelength, that you have fun with, because life is supposed to be lived and you're supposed to have fun. Learning that boundaries are self-respect and not selfishness, for sure. Big one, huge. Some people take it too far with the boundaries, and they've gone, and I have that analogy of, what's it called, the white box analogy, where you've cut everything and everyone off. Don't take it to that level. Like, you've got to also live and your spiritual lessons and things, most of them are not going to come from a book actually, or reading or consuming information. Most spiritual lessons actually come from living and having experiences. I feel like that's the way that I've grown spiritually and my soul has learnt its lessons and I've ascended in this lifetime, is actually from going out and having real life experiences. So I don't think there should be like a crazy amount of boundaries where you're just in an isolated white room, the white room analogy. However, I do think it's good to have some healthy boundaries and not just throwing yourself here, there and everywhere in every situation. Some people and situations are not going to be for you, and that's totally fine. Walking away from chaos instead of trying to fix it. I used to be a fixer and now I am not. I just don't care. I'll just walk away. I'm like, cool. If anything bothers me, I'm like, see ya. No. No to the fixing. Yes to the having fun. Trusting my intuition when something feels off. I have, from human design, I've got a splenic, is it a splenic intuition, or I think that's how you say it, I don't know, where I get an intuitive hit as soon as I meet someone and I know this is going to be my kind of person or this is not. Sometimes they're masked in beautiful flowers and it looks like an amazing person that's really charming and super fun, whether that be a friendship or romantic relationship. However, it ends up being a huge lesson, but that's okay because that person would have been a karmic relationship and you had lessons to learn there. So that's also fine if your intuition didn't hit in. Or you go along the journey with a friend or a partner or a family member and they kind of change and become worse as they go on. So don't be too hard on yourself if you do not listen to your intuition. However, if you are getting some kind of intuitive hit and you know, okay, I'm most likely not really going to get on with this person, then trust your intuition and just kind of walk away because it's just not worth it. Okay, another one I've got is keeping parts of my life private. This is something I've started doing regularly recently. So what I've actually started doing now is only posting things on my social media after they've come out. I started noticing that a lot of things that I was doing were not coming into fruition because I would get like a lot of people getting jealous and a lot of negative energy, like, oh, what's she doing now? Jealousy is a normal human emotion. I feel like a lot of people that are not really secure in themselves do unfortunately get jealous. So I think it's really important to kind of keep parts of your life private and until they've come into fruition, or just to keep them private forever. I'm almost done. I've got not reacting to everything anymore. Yeah, I feel like my reactions now take like 2 to 3 working days, and if it's a weekend, it's not including the weekend. There's just something inside me that just doesn't really, I'm just not about it. Maybe my vibration's gone high enough to the point where I just don't care like about things that are low vibrational or like drama, gossip, anything like that. Because anytime I hear anything negative like that, I just think I feel bad for the person, because I know that for them to kind of act or react or whatever in that way, it means that they have an issue in themselves and they're kind of projecting onto you. So I just wish them well, honestly, and I genuinely from the bottom of my heart wish them well. I will pray for them, I'll bring them into my meditation and I'll be like, I hope this person can reach a certain point of their journey. So honestly, not reacting to everything I think is a great one to protect your peace. And then I've got choosing the soft life over survival mode. I think there has to be a shift in your mindset where you're like, I'm going to regulate my nervous system, I'm not going to do a million things in the day, I don't need to have superpowers and be in my masculine energy where I do 100 things, get through the day and like have a nice cup of tea, watch the sunset. These are also a big part of life, because actually just by being here, we're supposed to be enjoying the life and like having these beautiful experiences as well. So I think for women especially, the soft life, I think that brings in so much beautiful positivity and good things. And I feel like when you can be in your beautiful divine feminine energy, that can actually help you manifest more things because you're not constantly rushing. Whereas if you're like chilling and taking it easy and relaxing, then you'll be put in more situations that are relaxing and calm. Then I've got romanticizing calm and not chaos. I feel like that speaks for itself, and it's very similar to what I just said about the soft living versus survival mode. It's definitely nice to romanticize just a nice calm life, and there's really nothing wrong with that. You don't have to achieve a crazy amount of things. I think it's okay to just be here and live and enjoy life as well. Realizing peace is the real glow up. I do feel like a glow up comes from within, and I feel like the main thing you can kind of do is bring more peace into your life. And once you start doing that, and regulating your nervous system, that will definitely shine through from the inside out, and you'll look better, you'll feel better, you'll move better, you'll attract better situations, people and circumstances. So yeah, I think peace, internal peace, is definitely the biggest thing you can do if you're looking to glow up. I've got protecting my routines, habits and personal space. I think you are your routine. So if you've got a beautiful, wonderful, like nice routine, habits and personal space, and you protect those and honor them and stay consistent to them every day, then it will definitely bring a lot more peace into your life. And then I've got becoming unavailable for drama and inconsistency, and I've put in brackets, not gossiping or being overly agreeable with people. I feel like I've been in situations in the past where, say, certain people don't get on with each other, and I've just agreed with both sides just for the sake of like keeping the peace. But actually sometimes you can shoot yourself in the foot, because you know, people like being in this low vibrational he said, she said energy. And I think sometimes putting a boundary in and being like, look guys, I don't want to be a part of this, I don't want to be involved, don't want to have an opinion on this, I just want to enjoy this time and have fun, is definitely something that you can do to really stand up for yourself and honor yourself. And I think that's a really cool thing to be able to do, because I used to be so agreeable and just like yes to everything, just to basically make people stop talking about it so I could just enjoy my life. But actually, yeah, sometimes it's better to just be like no, and just be like, let's just have peace. And then my final one, which I think I've spoken about in every single point, I'm gonna end the video on this note, is understanding that inner peace attracts better things. And yeah, the more peaceful, the more happy, the more that peace radiates from the inside out, the better your aura will be, the better your energy, the better the people that come in your lives, your experiences, your 3D reality becomes better, and you're able to manifest more, and you can create beautiful things with your beautiful energy. So yeah, that is all I have for today. Those are my quick bullet points of things that I kind of wanted to go through to tell you guys how I protect my peace now and why I protect my peace now. I hope this helped. It's getting really dark. The sun has officially set. It's actually really dark in my room, but I feel like you can still see me in this video. The lighting has like consistently just gotten darker and darker. So I will end the video here, but it was so nice talking to you guys about this. Peace is something that is now so close to my heart, and I think it's so important for me, and it should be for you too. So yeah, I hope this video helped, and I will see you guys in my next video.